you know.
Repeat that one more time.
Oh yeah, so you know, with a lot of women, man, you know, they know they ain't shit. You know, this can go for dudes too, but I'm just gonna talk about it from this perspective first. When they know they ain't shit, and it's like, you know, they're not the funniest, they're not the most interesting. They have fucked up mind states on how to think of themselves. They're very destructive,
Right.
But they're very destructive in a passive aggressive way.
Right.
So they'll destroy shit, but try to put it on you.
Okay.
Try to not be responsible for the fuck up. But they'll fuck shit up to try to be responsible. So that's their whole thing, right? Is in doing shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when we realize that, you know what I mean, it puts you in a position where was that something?
So you were basically saying there's girls that will know that, you know, they're thoughting around their whole they're being like that, and then they'll meet a guy that will be the total opposite. He not
or she'll be the total opposite
of him, which is he's trying to be this, you know, proper good guy, follow the rules. He's not bending anything. He's really what he says he is, this genuine guy. But she knows she just met this genuine guy, but she's not that.
Yeah, but actually, so that's true. But on another level, it's like any guy. Like joints will try to put that facade.
Right. Okay.
You know, like for any dude, they're gonna try to act like the most you know, innocent, precious type of thing. Then you have a few girls that are like, oh, I don't give a fuck. They still be flexing too. They're not about shit.
Right. Okay. So can I ask something here?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I want to add, because I know you and I might be here, and majority of dudes might be here, and then some dudes might be here. But the ones that are up here are going, you're not about to trick me. Are going, I know this game.
Yeah, like you said.
Some dudes are up here, right?
Yeah.
Where they're like, come on, bro. Like, I talked to too many girls before. I've interacted with too many people to just fall for this little persona that you try to throw up in the air. So that's what I was saying. I was saying for dudes like you and me, it won't work. But to the average dude that, let's say he's focusing on college, he's doing all this, and he's not really trying to crush Jones, and then he meet a Joan, and then, you know, he finds her attractive, but she been doing a lot. Like, she been, you know, having sex with a lot of niggas and all this stuff, and then she goes, I think I found the catch for me as a woman. She's gonna put up that front.
Yeah.
It won't work for you.
Yeah.
It won't work for me. I know it won't. I promise you, it won't work for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna obviously screen her. You know.
Well, see, no, that's very interesting,
right?
Because now, for the screen part, the part that's so crazy is I don't even screen, bruh. They're all like that. They're all like that. Like, that is key. That is so important. Like, of course you gonna screen.
Right,
naturally, to make sure she's cool and she fucks with you. But bruh, I'll give y'all a prime example, because what we were just talking about was like, as you go more on the side of dealing with women from that sexual nature aspect, that darker side, that hidden side that they hide. Like, a woman's sexuality is hidden unless she The only time they put it out there is when they're trying to take your money.
And I feel like it's hidden and it's not talked about, and we really don't know about it.
And they shame it, like it's shame. So they try to avoid even expressing that because they know they're gonna experience shame.
Versus like, I was saying this earlier, they don't shame the dark side of a man's side. They'll put it out there. It's out in public.
It's cheating.
Yeah,
that's what they shame, is the cheating.
Guy don't trust men.
Yeah, men are dogs.
They're all liars. They will all cheat on you.
But they secretly are attracted to it.
Right.
With men, the only difference is
you won't hear none of that side from women.
Yeah, really. With hoes, it doesn't. The men don't get the same, in general, the same level of attraction from women being promiscuous.
Right.
As women get from men being promiscuous.
Right.
Women don't know they're attracted to promiscuous men, but women are all fucking the main 10% of dudes, and everybody else is kind of who they settle with. Like,
and I think that's the answer of why we always get told about our dark side and promiscuous ways versus women, because it is a double standard. It is more attractive to know that a man can attract more than just one girl, that girl. Like, if you as a man are getting I call it IOIs, or indication of interest, if you know a little bit about the game. But if you can get other girls around you to be attracted to you than just one, what does that tell all the other girls? That guy is accepted by not just me, because I might have a wrong perception of him, but see, he's accepted and attracted to all these girls. So as a girl, she's attracted to that.
Yeah.
That's smooth game. That's already giving you the answer of what how a man should be perceived when he's going out, his lifestyle. Because if you don't have the indication of interest, those IOIs and stuff, then you're not really tapping into what it is to be an attractive man. Like, that's a key part of the game. Like, when you start to learn the game, like, you start to learn, okay, well, I gotta be attractive to everyone in this environment. When you go out, that's an IOI. Boom, you just got a little piece of an IOI right there.
Yeah. But what's interesting about that that's so crazy is on the flip side, like we said, women aren't getting the same attraction spikes from men for being promiscuous, so they're naturally gonna
right, exactly. That's why it's hidden. Yep.
So as us going out in the field, dude, like this I'll give you a prime example. Like whenever I hear a dude be like, yeah, bro, this joint is like somebody like, yeah, she's a lawyer, bro. She, she got a great job. Yeah, this joint is different, bro. She seems like she's on her shit. The minute I hear that, my natural game, spike, I don't even control. It just comes up. It's it's like, oh, bro, you're going in the wrong direction. Only because now you're giving her this element of specialty, and that's what completely kills the attraction, because she's trying to be somebody better than her. Right. So it's like the person better than her is going to be somebody that she's going to wonder, like, did I say the right thing? Okay. Did I do the right thing? Did I fuck the relationship up? Right. Did I step on his toes too much? Did I kind of push it too far? If she doesn't think that, if she feels as though, no, I don't feel like talking to him. Like a joint did that to other, like it was one joint I texted, she did something like, why did you ask me this? The minute she said, why did you ask me this, I'm like, okay, you trying to do it, you trying to play a game. Like, so we about to play this, watch. It's like, I don't give a fuck, so I'm like, something kept it cool. She said something else. And now, long story short, at that point, I knew I was like, pretty much, I'm getting ready to eject myself out first. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, man, she's like, yeah, but I'm like, yeah, I don't really like how you said that. She had heard that something like, I don't really like your tone, how you said something. I was like, to be honest, I can't remember what I said, but it was something along the lines of like, honestly, like, I don't really care about how you communicate either. Like, I really feel like, honestly, like, it's probably best we just, best luck do your shit. And kept it pushing. Like, I think I did it very chill. Right. It was just like, I was like, yeah, honestly, I don't really like you speaking either. So she was like, well, yeah, that's how it is. And then I just wrote like a laughing face, like a crying face, and I just didn't text her back. Right. So I just like, man, like, because I know that there's going to be, every point in a relationship, there's always going to be a point where she tries to assert her will. Now, of course, it's like, the just came like, look, every now and then, oh yeah, I'll let you get that. Like, that was a good point. Right. But then next time, she's always going to try to assert her will. There's going to be times where you're like, no. Like, this is what and then it's gonna go back and forth, and who's right? Right. And the thing that's fucked up that we're telling y'all is basically like, you think it's good, we'll be like, well, shit, maybe I should see him. Like most guys, this is what I see in all situations. Mm-hmm. Dudes will be like, damn, I'm fucking up. Like, bro, I'm such an idiot. I lost her. Like, I need to fucking, like, yo, like, let's talk and figure this shit out. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, I look at it like, bro, you shouldn't even be taking breaks. I don't even believe in breaks. Like, and I'm saying this to the fellas out there, bro. This is a deep video in the sense of like, cause and then if you take a break, unless she's coming back apologizing, like really like, I'm so sorry. We just had a dude call in today, bro, the homie. He literally was going through some shit with a shorty. She tried to stand her ground on him. She tried to like make him seem like he fucked up on some shit that he felt like he was like, bro, I don't even know why she came at me like that. Stood his ground. And just did not allow himself to be the guilty one. Because he knew that's, like, I was telling him, like, bro, all she's trying to do is be like, okay, he accepts that he fucked up. Now that verifies to me he's a bitch. I'm good. Boom. Keep it pushing on to the next dude. Mm-hmm. So he said, fuck that. He was like, yo, if that's what's good, it's cool. Best of luck to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we'll keep it pushing. He blocked her number, blocked her, blah, blah, blah. So now she's like, oh shit. he just blocked me.
Right.
Like he beat her. Like now, let's say he would have apologized and been like, "Look, I'm sorry, I fucked up."
Even though he felt like he was wrong.
Even though he felt like he was right.
I mean, right. My fault.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though he was like, I'm 100% right, but I'm gonna apologize because it seems like the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to offend her feelings.
Exactly.
That's you simping right there. Like you really going in simp mode. You really like. Yeah, you cutting your legs short. Like,
nah, that's facts. That's facts. Because like, yeah, that's the thing. And this is for the guys out there. It's like, this is a normal thing. I would honestly say 99% of dudes end up in this scenario.
And they talk about. I think they do that.
90%, 99%. Not because they're stupid or lame, but because they don't know that because that is supposed to be the right thing to do.
Right.
The woman, make her feel better, try to fix it. They don't know that on a subconscious level, this is the game she plays.
Right.
To now accept that she's fully better than you and move on.
Right.
So what we're thinking of naturally doing is the right thing. I'm the bigger dude, or I'm the man. Let me get over my feelings and make her happy. And I know some girls will be like, "What am I saying?" But like, not for real. They'll know in their heart, bro. The minute that dude really apologized and gave all in, she said, "Yeah, I'm done with this." Like, versus the dude that's like that knows he righteously whatever and keeps it pushing. So this girl, he did that. He didn't know what was going on with her. Right. We was talking like 2 days ago. Like, yeah, I'm like, bro, I guarantee, bro. I was like, bro, I guarantee. She's gonna hit you back up. Like he was like, yeah, bro, I'm not even tripping. What is she doing? I'm like, yeah, that's facts. That's the perfect frame, like, bro. Who gives a fuck? Next thing you know, bro, she cash apps this motherfucker $50, bro.
Hold on, time out. So you just explained the scenario where the girl brings up a problem.
She came at him like OG, like he fucked up. Like most dudes would have been like, oh shit, I fucked up. Right. She went hard at him.
And then he came like
I did it. Like, yeah.
Like, why you taking it this far, right?
Facts.
And then she was like, she kept going. You fucked up. You did this. And then what did he do? He pulled away.
Boom.
He pulls away.
Boom.
Blocks her. And then now she feels that.
Damn. He blocked me.
Right.
I fuck up. And then she's gonna wait a period. He's bullshitting. He's bluffing.
Right.
And then when he holds that frame long enough, and she talks to one dude, he's lame. She moves around, dudes is lame. Like, bro, that's what you got. The reason why this works, is because when you're a dude that's developing yourself, there's no competition. Bro.
Right.
Men are not really going out of the box
and then the response,
just providing, giving, buying stuff for girls to keep her. They don't realize that like
it's deeper.
That she needs that. That's like okay, I'm gonna have fun with him for a little bit, eat my food, and then I'll eat the rest later.
No, this is deeper.
This is deeper. This is now making her feel something for me. Not because he's doing shit for me. It's damn, he's about to like, this dude has enough integrity to be like, bro, I'm getting low. What does that demonstrate? He got bitches. He's fucking with new girls. He's moving forward. Like he's on to some other shit, and then she's gonna keep dealing with her life, her stress, her own internal mind. It is like she's shining on the other side, living her best life. But that's the thing we think, right? When guys are on the other side, we're like, oh shit. But this is so powerful because when, in those times you're like, damn, should I just apologize? Should I just blah, blah, blah? You go like, no, I'm not going to do it because I know that this is what she needs to keep the strength of the attraction there for forever. Like,
and then the response was, she cash apped him.
Cash apped him.
How much?
$50. Snapchat them was like, I can't, like, please don't unblock me, like, blah, 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 like, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And
we just got off the phone with this dude. This happened in real life, just now.
This literally just happened. Like,
and by the way, the council,
holla at us, bro.
You feel me?
He said it. I wish I should have used him as a testimonial.
Right. He gave him a few tips.
That's like unreal, like, bro. That's unreal. Like, think about it. Like, when a real motherfucker hits y'all up and really says, bro, a lot of dudes will be like, bro, get her flowers. Oh, bro, send her a message and just say, look, let's
apologize. Just apologize.
Yeah, let's apologize.
No, it's not that.
Fucking instead, motherfucker was like, we gonna tell you some other shit.
Right.
Bro, don't even talk to her. Keep it pushing. Like, let her know, like, okay, that's a bet. Like, not being rude or bitter. That's the key.
Right.
Because that's gonna make her feel empowered, like she pissed you off and you're an asshole. You step out where you make them realize, like, did I fuck up? Like, LOL, bet, or shit, LOL, bet, and then she just never hears from you again. It's like, man, the last words this nigga said was bet. Or let's say you're like, you know what, that's cool. Best of luck. I'll see you. You know, best of luck.
And I feel like, you know, just even this aspect, like this is the way what his friend did and the way you explained it. That's a righteous move.
That's a righteous move.
If you know you're not in the wrong, and then you purposely make yourself in the wrong just to qualify yourself to her to keep the relationship. You're not about to keep that relationship, homie. Like, you really about to actually make it worse. You're about to literally set yourself up for failure in the long run, or even in the short run. Like, that's really what's about to happen. And a lot of a lot of men follow that algorithm because they seen their dad do it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't wanna make mom
happy
mad.
Wife, happy life.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life. That's a false algorithm.
Yeah, it is. Why we have so much? That was what they taught most people.
Right.
Be like, how come we got the most divorces happening in the last 20, 30 years?
It shouldn't be like that. If you know you're righteous and you know what you stand for is right, and you know your logic is on point of what you think, only because she's a girl doesn't mean you fold.
Yeah.
You have to stand up and be like, yo, this is what I think is right. I'm gonna put all the evidence A, B, C, D. I'm gonna explain to you. You're gonna explain to me why you're right. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna discuss, you know. And it's not being a fucking dickhead and being like, yo, you better listen to me, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's my way.
Like, nah.
Because then you got an asshole who's wrong.
Right.
And ain't hearing this girl out because he's taking his frame the wrong way.
Right.
So
It's like I like the way you said it.
Yeah.
It's being a just king.
Yeah.
It's standing from the king position.
Yeah.
It's standing from the position of like, okay, what if there is a council all coming together and talking?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, you hear
in that round table, you hear everyone
trying to keep their perspective as open as possible while still holding your idea.
Right.
When you hear people out to where you can hear them, and at least the goal really is for you to have the ability to be influenced if the logic is good enough.
If it's good enough. But if it's not, don't fold.
Exactly.
You don't need to go like, okay, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I think it takes, number one, if you're a whole beta male, I'm gonna call it beta male because I'm just throwing words out there. But if you're a whole beta male and you're the type of guy that always is friendly and agreeable,
oh man,
then even holding this frame up, you still not about to win because it don't matter how much you try to hold your position, right? Like you still coming off from the wrong thing.
You're gonna fold, you're gonna be like, eventually you're like, oh, she's so pretty, fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just trying to talk to her again. Oh man,
that's not. That's definitely where it should come from.
No, that's fire, man. I want to give y'all a story of like a moment I had when I was in high school, man. There was a girl that one time asked me, like, you know, do you want to fuck with, or I was trying to get at her, and she gave me an ultimatum, like, do you want to fuck with, or she's like, I'm trying to figure out who I want to fuck with. So I'm sitting here like, whoa, am I going to be in a frame where I compete to get her? Most dudes would be like, compete to win her. I knew the minute that happened,
a minute
my value
that
is gonna die by trying.
That's
to
crazy. She really said that to you?
Yeah. This was you know, we wasn't like I said, she said that. Yeah, it was like talking to her. She's like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm trying to decide. So with that, you have a situation where you're like, all right, am I gonna do more to make it happen, or are you gonna just withdraw? And in that moment, I was like, oh, Brett, I'm pulling back. Because, like, at the end of the day, you want it to be a scenario where somebody is locked in.
Right.
And if they're not, let them figure it. It goes back to the same point. No dude is this perfect dude that's going to be all great.
Right.
If you're going to have your experience with that person, you're going to realize, okay, this person has their faults, blah, blah, blah. And all my job is to keep winning and shining. Because as long as I do that, you're always going to wonder.
Right.
And, you know, like they say, curiosity killed the cat. And the cat is like a feminine energy type of entity, you know what I'm saying? It's like a type of, and you know what I'm saying, curiosity. So you always leave them with the wonder of, did I fuck up? Even if it's like a girl that you didn't talk to her in 4 years. One day, you know, bruh, like, you're like, damn, that motherfucker kept moving. Imagine you living your life doing your thing, never look back. Because those check-ins are, you know, like, you know, a lot of people, like, when they stay really good friends after a breakup, it just what it does is it kills it just kills the attraction. You know, you can do it, but at a certain point it kills the attraction. Yes. Unless you do it where you become friends and you really friend zone her and you're talking to new girls. But in most breakups, it's like it's too close. You don't want to be friends.
So let's touch upon that a little bit because I know it reflects on everything we're talking about. So it's just like I want everybody like listening to this video, especially if you're
this is a big one. I'm about to get but this is a big one, Jay.
Like especially if you're a guy, like you've never had that toolbox or that framework, like you know what to do in order to hold power and in order to hold a position that's equal or better than a woman's position when it's dealing with sexual dynamics. Like we've always been taught to lower ourselves and our values when it comes to sexual dynamics. We're always told that it's the girl's options, it's the girl's choice. She decides who the man is. She decides who she's gonna marry. She decides who's the lucky guy. But when it comes to men, we don't decide shit. No one teaches us to decide shit. And it takes a while for you to become that man that decides stuff for yourself and in the position when it comes between you and the woman in the female relationship. Because when you become the guy that's in the position to decide what's going to happen between y'all, it shifts the dynamic, it shifts the perspective, it shifts the energy. Because again, we've been subconsciously programmed to make it all about her, and the choice is going to be based on what she feels like, what she thinks like. And what I'm saying is there's a place where you make it a balance point, and that balance point is knowing yourself and where you come from and how you perceive again yourself. You go, okay, I'm valuable, I have a say in this. But it takes time to even really, you know, tap in and develop that that position in your own life. Because you remember, you can be a winner when it comes to your own personal goals and lifestyle and career, but when it comes to the female male dynamic with a wife, with a girlfriend, you lose based on how society looks at it, because she's the one that's supposed to win. She wins in court, she wins with children custody.
It's her friend.
It's everything her when it deals with sex. But what I'm saying is, like, let me add this in this position.
Oh, this is big.
Let me add this in this position. In 2022, now the girl is also winning in the career aspect.
Absolutely.
So what would balance this whole algorithm out? You as a man naturally would win in the career, and she would naturally win in sex. But it's getting flipped now. Yeah. So now she's winning in the career and the sex. No.
That's huge.
This is what we're gonna do now. We about to teach y'all how to win in the sexual dynamics while she's also learning how to win in the career. Because you should be already winning in this aspect, but then we've been losing in this aspect. So we're gonna give you that balance point. Like, she's getting balanced. She's knowing, I don't need a man, I can work and I can live by myself and I can do everything for myself. Okay, that's her winning here. And then she's going, well, I choose the man I want. I choose the man that I'm gonna have sex with. I'm gonna choose the one who I'm gonna marry. I'm gonna choose, even till this day, who's gonna have my baby. Cause guess why? Your choice, your body, it's your choice. I could literally come inside a woman and I don't have a say. That's how potent this idea of her having power over the dynamic between woman and man has become, that even my seed, I don't even have a say in it anymore.
That's facts.
So
it's only growing like that. I mean, which is why what we're talking.
That's why this is deep. It's deeper than what is.
This is gonna be a hidden ability at a certain point.
Right.
Every female is gonna have the ability to know that, damn, my job is to really hold my frame against her frame.
Yes.
Because her frame, imagine like this.
Right.
Her frame is like a wave that's beginning to slowly take over everything on the other side. Let's say before it was the male wave and it was a little female wave. We had control, patriarchy, like that. Now it's going the same way the other way around.
Right.
But it's to the point now, because it's feminine energy, it's swallowing everything though. Like before, men still held the space for women,
Right.
in the sense of, and I can't speak for all men in all cultures. I just say men all would have their dominant aspect and be over controlling some guys, things like that.
Can you point? Let's pin that there. Men would have a little leverage, or leverage. Let's say leverage, right?
Leverage, yeah.
And women would have their leverage.
Yeah.
Women's leverage would be in the sexual place.
Yeah.
Men's leverage would be in the provider, in the protection. So
Of course, we're not speaking of rape.
we're speaking in generalizations throughout history, throughout just what reality has given us, which is what, okay, as a male, what would balance the woman out? Well, she will go, damn, I need not one is 2022. Need was back in the day and how stuff used to really rock, which is I need a man because I'm not gonna have a roof over my head. I'm not gonna have food at the table. I don't have that comfort of someone
children
protecting me. No children. Okay, that was the balance.
No family, essentially.
Yeah, no family and all that, and
vice versa.
Yeah, girls wanted that, and we wanted that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then she would go, I'm gonna reserve all of my sexual desires for this man because I know that's what he really wants, and there's nothing else I could actually give him that is more desirable than just me going, I'm for you. Okay, so we in 2022 now. That leverage, gone.
Yeah.
If you don't have game. If you have game, you have a certain amount of information. And before all this red pill stuff, before all this like MGTOW stuff, me and him were already been hip about this stuff. This was an underground thing. This was not in the light. This was not popular. There was no Kevin Samuels. There was none of this. This was, there's legends within this community, just like how there's underground hip hop. And only because hip hop because of radio and BET and all that stuff. Guess what? There's underground legends that if you don't know about the underground world, then you won't know about the underground legends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are they part of hip hop? Of course. But if you weren't a part of that community that was underground, you wouldn't know those legends. But you will know a Lil Wayne, you will know a Drake, you will know a Nas, you will know a Jay-Z. But then if we start mentioning other people in the underground, you're like, who's that? Well, you don't know them, but we do. So when it came to this culture of what we call it the red pill, which is new, that culture had very, it had a lot of underground males that were tapping into and really unlocking keys for the males that were paying attention. And what I'm saying is, we're getting leverage on a bigger scale that I didn't even think it was gonna get to this point. I didn't know like this was gonna become semi-aware to the culture.
Yeah.
Because it was just like the way me and you met, it was hidden.
Yeah.
No one would be like, oh yeah, you guys met through that network.
Yeah, nah,
like we met through because we were studying the same shit, we were on the same ship. We didn't know each other, but lived in the same state. What does that tell you? Everything was just in play because we were both tapping into something that we knew it was important. And now I'm seeing on a bigger scale how it's affecting everybody. And even to this day, I'm seeing even the people that are coming to the community, learning about MGTOW, the red pill, y'all still don't get it.
Yeah.
Because y'all butt hurt to the point where y'all don't even want to deal with women.
Yeah.
That was never, when we first started this journey, that was never the point of this journey. It wasn't to go F women, let's ignore them, and not, because I'll be damned if I ignore a woman. I like pussy. Yeah. I know he does too, so it's just like that wasn't the point. The point was to understand how to have that. Yeah, it was bridging the gap.
Too much red pill information will put you in a position where it's anti, so now you're just blocking each other off. But no matter how much you're on that wave, you're not making nothing happen. It's like you're not making no waves. You're just being content. You're not really growing. versus breaking through to the other side is the next level after that. And the red pill's a natural part. It's like,
Right.
you learn
That's the information
side,
stage, right?
Yeah, you learn.
So
you withdraw.
So tell me what you were saying earlier. Like as soon as we popped up and we started walking to your spot, what'd you say? You said there's a difference between
The love energy
that
is the energy that really is attractive.
okay, which we call gain,
Yeah.
and then what? Information.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, okay, what's the opposite of that? Running that game, which is, you know, we shouldn't even be talking about it because it's for paid people when we start to tap into how to do it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
But what he was tapping into is, yo, how do you come across a girl and then get her attracted? Okay, that's that game I'm talking about. That if you don't know that, all that information you learning don't mean shit.
Yeah, facts.
Versus
Facts.
you learn the information and then you go up to the girl and be like, hey, do you like me or you don't? Oh, you don't? Okay. Oh, you do? Well, let's meet up at 3 o'clock on September 3rd, and you know, I think we'll be really connected because I like the way your glasses is. Like,
Yeah.
and then when she says no, you go big tout.
Yeah. Oh man.
You get me?
Women,
You get rejected.
This is that. You know, it's so hard. It's such a conundrum. It's like I don't even know what's the right word. It's such a paradox.
Yeah, I mean,
because you're
yeah, I
like
get what
you're
you're saying.
learning the dark side of women, the
Right.
sides that they aren't going to tell you, the female nature aspects that are a little bit rough, you know. But then on another end, you still have to have the love to want to attract them.
Right.
See, that's the balance that actually creates the perfect blend.
Right.
It's knowing that, yeah, you know, joints are, you know, joints is all blah blah blah. Joints be on bullshit. Joints have the ability to go really dark, to cut a nigga off, do that fuzzy, but and to be very self entitled, making it all about them, not very open minded. A lot of girls, very victim oriented. I'm saying I can say shit all day, but then on the other end,
that's all the information.
yeah, that's all the information there. So I'm using that to be sharp. You
Okay.
know, it's like studying the line. Okay, they can do. That's what they can scratch you, they can claw you, they can
Right.
bite you, blah blah blah. So you got to learn what they're capable of doing.
Yes.
Versus going in there like, oh, it's a lion, and here's all the great things about them. That's the problem with women. We grow up learning, oh, here's a lion, and here's everything
Right.
great about it. You should just pet it and touch it. No, it's like, all right, here's the dark side of what it's capable of.
Right.
But here's also just like or a dog, or whatever. But then here's also what you do so that you can work with the person to bring the best situation out of it. And that's what we do when it comes to understanding that side. But now, what you still give that lion that love. You
Right.
care about it,
Exactly.
you nurture it, and then
Right.
it gives you love back.
Right.
So with women, it's the love game, saying simple things like, you know, like, hey, beautiful. Like this dude's gonna be like, bro, that's simp. Blah blah blah. And I'd be like, bro, you don't
You
even
see?
see game because she doesn't even hear somebody talk
Yes.
to her that endearing. It's giving
Yes.
you the energy of
100.
someone that is on her side. And there'll be joints that'll be like, what do you mean by that? Already when a girl says that, she's not ready to receive in her feminine. A woman is gonna hear these things and be in there like, hey, what's
Right.
up? Oh, why you look so lovely? Like, what you up to? Yeah, I've been feeling good. Just talking to girls, just chilling, keeping it cool, like being having loving energy and being a friend in communication.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. Dudes be so direct. Oh, what's your name? And ready to date. And it's like, bro, you don't even gotta go on dates.
Right.
If you talk to a girl, you FaceTime a couple times, you talk to her on the phone, like the comfort will be built where y'all can just link up. But most motherfuckers ain't gonna know that because we lost that ability of dealing with women as the friend and as the buddy that you fucking that, you know what I'm saying, on that level. We became it became too much fantasy. And a part of a seduction is you have to kill fantasy. You have to deal with realism, hard realism, because that's going to strengthen your game
Right.
and allow you to create fantasies.
Right.
Because all women do is sell fantasies.
Right.
So if you're believing in
Right.
a fantasy, you're in her web. That's what they're doing all day. Anytime a dude is, yeah, she's different, or she's awesome, or this girl, man, she's a lawyer, or this girl, she fucking is like great she's such a great communicator.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, there are all joints that are dope, all joints that are different, all joints that are good communicators, all joints that are very special. You will run into some amazing
Right.
special girls. The level of girls that we communicate with.
100%.
You know what I mean? I've seen him with very special girls, you know, that are very unique, that ain't out here at all, like that is exclusive. Same here, but at the same time,
We're not being dumb.
yeah, we're not looking for that. We're looking at it like, oh, I'm going at everything because woman's a woman, and then that one will come along.
Right.
You know, it's like it's volume. It's like you catching volume, and let's say you catch 12 girls, one of them is going to be unique and special versus the first 3 you get. All 3 of them are, oh, this one's so unique, this one's so great. And that's what happens, bro. I'm going on a date, man, with this girl, blah, blah, blah.
And I seen it with, you know, family members, my friends before, where they're like, yo, like, this is the one. And I'm like, well, tell me about her. Well, she actually cheated on me and she's done this. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What is special? Nah, you don't get it because, you know, she understands me. I was like, I don't care if she don't understand you. That's not the point. The point is, what is she doing? Like, who is?
Wait, now if you tell me,
and they're blind. They're blind because they're caught up in that emotion. You feel me?
You coming off probably as, oh man, he's just a bitter red dude. He don't understand my situation. He don't know her like I know her. But it's like, bro, you don't have to know her. You have to know them.
Right.
Like, you have to know them. Like we said, powerful line, which is
most men don't. Number one, most of y'all don't study women dynamic. I'm gonna just put it out there. None of y'all study about women.
Female nature.
That sounds either that sounds too personal, too rigid, too bad, too wrong. Or some of y'all just don't have a clue about it.
Exactly.
Or some of y'all too lazy and y'all go, what's the point? Like, I'm gonna just, a girl's gonna like me because I'm gonna just fall in love with whoever connects with me. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, that's like going in the kitchen and be like, all right, I'm gonna, you know, just cook a 5-star meal.
Like, bro, I'm not looking at all that, bro. I gotta if a girl fuck with me, she fuck with me. You do try to sound cool as fuck.
Right. If a girl fuck with me, no. I'm not gonna be doing all this there's a whole nother aspect to it. Like that, I'm telling you, that's like going in the kitchen and be like, I'm gonna cook a 5-star meal only because I got a kitchen. Yeah. No, there's rules to the kitchen.
Yeah, because I'm a cool
oil, fire, water. The thawing out the meat, you know, this, that. There's so many stuff that goes into cooking that you can't just be like, oh, I got a kitchen, automatically means 5-star meal.
Yeah,
only because you're dealing with a girl and she kind of like you, don't mean she's gonna be a good girl for you. Like,
just like we say, man. Like, this is a big line, man. This is a big line. You know, it's the girl didn't see the game is gonna help you not only keep the girl that you love, that you want.
Right.
It's also gonna allow you to get hundreds of more women if you stay to the game. But an individual, like one woman, isn't going to give you the game. So my point is basically, if you compromise the game and the rules of the game for one woman, you're going to lose that girl. But if you don't compromise the game, and if you stick to the game, even when she wants you to compromise the rules of the game and your values, then, bruh, if you don't, then you'll not only be able to have her, she can never really leave, and if she does, you'll always be able to have more. So you'll be able, that will increase your chances of keeping her, and it will allow you to get so many more women. So when we say that, it's like, man, you have to be very righteous in how you move as a dude, because all woman's job in this game is to make you compromise yourself, is to make you wonder if you fucked up, is to be the one in control. So because if she can control you and get you on her program, you'll be buying her things, moving like a robot for her. She can control you until she's done with you and she finds the next guy that she feels is more attractive.
Right.
And then she drops you like she never met you. I mean, it's like it's on to the next. If you want to allow your game to be in a scenario where she is locked in, then that's that element of, you know, recognizing that dark side. And to be honest, to tap into this, one thing that's very important to tap into this is you got to see the dark side for yourself sometimes. You got to deal with a lot of women.
And this is the darker side of like the reality. Like I was telling him, you know, your mom is not going to warn you about women that are promiscuous. She's not like, all right, little Jason, watch out for them hoes. Women don't talk like that. They only talk good about themselves, and that's the point. That's why we say that the darker side of male nature is more out there than the dark side of woman nature, is because they try to hide it, they try to preserve it. And what I'm saying is, like, if you're a guy that's unaware about, you know, the reality or the nature that women can operate, and most of the time do operate off from, you're going in the kitchen expecting a 5-star meal, and all you gonna get is a burnt house.
Exactly.
You gonna get burnt food, burnt house, and you lost everything at that point.
And that's real, man. Because even don't get me wrong, women that promiscuous, man. I got love for all the girls that fuck a lot. Shout out to y'all, because y'all be the ones that be lit. All kind of women, man, is dope. But the key thing is, like we're saying, is in realizing that you don't create exceptions to the rule.
Right.
Because when you create exceptions to the rule, what it does is it just sets up a situation where you're not sticking by the overall premise of game. Like, for example, if I ask the guys, I'd say, all right, I'll give you another example that doesn't even involve women. Like, all right, are most people thieves?
Right.
And you'd be like, well, no, most people aren't thieves, which is, that's a good frame.
Right.
People aren't thieves. But at the same time, I guess it would open up the idea of can most people have the ability to have theft? Like, and then it's like, let's say you live in a neighborhood that's rough, or let's say you live in a neighborhood and it's like, man, should I get an alarm system?
Right.
It's like, are most people thieves? Like, no, most people aren't thieves. But you still don't apply. You apply the rule, okay, protection first.
You're not naive about it.
Yeah, it's like you still keep an alarm system in case of that person who is, And just to go back to women, man, like I just think there's certain principles that really help a dude, because, like I said, when we are on that other side of really dealing with women on a sexual level, you end up in scenarios where she has a boyfriend, but she's fucking with you, and he don't know. She's in a scenario where she's really in a committed situation, but you be off the strength and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know, where you see her talking to you when it's like, don't you have a relationship? When you know that you have the ability to take her or seduce her, and this is that aspect that when you start to see more and more of this, you begin to realize that, oh man, like this shit is raw.
Right.
It's like the same perspective of when you realize more about life and
right.
And even when you learn
it's
about
just
the
being real.
It's like,
so like I was gonna say like that example of like, someone coming to your house and actually stealing something for you. Like, okay, there's a person that goes, I think there's 3 different people. There's a person that think everyone's gonna steal from them.
Yeah.
So there's like OD cautious.
They're like scared.
Like now you're in fear.
Yeah, fear. Boom.
Now you're MGTOW.
Yeah. Facts.
Right?
It's fear now. Facts. Yep.
You're MGTOW. Now every bitch, every girl, fucking. They're against you. Like they're all here to kill you.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Okay, then you have the dude that's naive.
Yeah.
That goes, what? Alarm system for what? Life is great. I know all my neighbors.
Yeah.
They're great people.
Yeah.
No one will come here. I'm in the same neighborhood. And then boom, someone robs your house.
Yeah.
And then what do they say? I didn't see that coming. Why would someone do that to me?
Facts.
I didn't. Okay, that's
huge.
that person.
That's huge. Yeah.
And then there's a third person that go, okay, I'm not in fear, but I'm gonna set up the cameras. I'm gonna have a shotgun in the house. I'm gonna have the weapon, and I'm gonna put all this in place just in case somebody tries to do something slick.
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like when you become that person that goes, just in case someone tries to do something slick, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because I already know how people are. I already know how the system works. I already know that there's people that have these intentions and these ideas. Most people, no, but not saying that there's not. So then when you operate from that point of view, I feel like you come from a balanced point of view where you just go, okay, when I'm dealing with a new person, when I'm dealing with the woman in front of me, I'm not going to be naive to all her innate things that she does in the flesh. And I'm gonna educate her. And that's another level. That's another shit. Right? They don't mean I do this.
Alright,
that's another level is becoming the teacher. But we're not gonna talk about that. That's a different video. Yeah. But just being aware of that innate nature, and I feel like that's the point where every man should operate. It's not being in fear. And oh my God, everything, like I'm prepping for something to go bad. It's just going, hey, if this goes bad, I already have all the, the foundations, the tools, the things to maneuver through these things if it does go that route.
Exactly.
Versus a man that don't know what to do when stuff goes that route, he's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You caught up, you're vulnerable now.
You're vulnerable.
And then now you crush.
Just buy in.
You buy in, you crush, going back to the guy that just like, he's not wrong, but he's wrong all of a sudden, and now the girl got the whole frame, and
she control.
She controlling you now.
Treat you like a bitch, and
right?
Next thing you know.
Now she cheated on you, and you're just like, I didn't see this coming. Well,
facts. And that's such a powerful frame to have, and that's why a dude can tap into the lover frame of being like, hey, what's good, what's happening? Because he knows when she thinks shit is sweet, I got a whole dark. I know how to deal with that dark.
Right.
Because I know it's coming. I'm not going into it and then I'm like, oh wow, why'd you start acting like this?
Right.
Because I know little things, like one tip or one thing to keep in mind. Let's say you're with a girl and y'all are chilling. This is your girl. You fuck with her, and she's still always judging situations. She's still always paying attention to your swag. And let's say you have a dude that's real cool. Let's say you have a homie that's real successful, really attractive homie. And let's say he calls you and you FaceTime. Now, with a dude naturally might be like, oh yeah, this is my homie, man, he's cool. So, like, yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm with my, you know what I'm saying, I'm here with my girl, we're chilling, blah, blah, blah. You know, yeah, baby girl, this is my homie, blah, 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 man, he does X, Y, Z. He doesn't even realize, like, I trust my girl so much, you know. But he's showing his homie and putting all his value. And he doesn't realize that, and she's not gonna say it, but naturally, there is gonna be the natural thought of attraction felt. There's gonna be the natural form of attraction felt. Does that mean she might think about him a little bit later in the day? Does that mean she might not be in his mind a little bit? I would say, you know, you'll never know, I guess, but like I said, I go with frames.
right.
Probably so. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how the mind operates.
Right.
You've imprinted the face and the image in the mind. The sexuality is in the nature. We try to act like it's, but it's there. They hide it and hold it,
exactly.
but it's still there. If she sees an attractive dude, she still thinks sexual triggers.
Yes.
And this is very deep. So for dudes, it might be a lot. For some dudes, they already know it's good. But knowing this is good for you because now I can be the lover.
Right.
You know, because I'm not going to be hurt. See, people be the lover, then they get hurt and they go crazy. I can be the lover, and when she acts up, I already know I'm gonna keep it pushing because I know the game.
Exactly. So
you know,
this is why when you get to a certain level, there's things that looks like, say, someone at level 1 can't get away with that you can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
But the only reason why I or him can get away with it is because now I'm operating on a different level of metaphysics when dealing with the mental world, when dealing with the female nature, because now I'm not gonna be the guy that, like you said, is gonna be butthurt because then I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the guy that's like, hey, I'm aware of what just happened.
That's
but guess what? I got 20,000 things to counter that because I know my frame. I'm not a bitch. I have the same value or even higher when it comes to dealing with that. You get me?
Yeah, exactly.
That's some powerful shit right there.
If
you peep what we just said right here,
yeah,
I promise you, that's worth
no, that's facts.
a lot of money. But let's not even go deep into it because, like I said, we just getting started.
No,
you know,
this is a big one.
This is a good episode, and we're not even 10 episodes deep yet, and like we already tapped into some stuff like this, and I think it's gonna be a good episode if you males really tap in and listen and actually take in this, and run it back and go, oh shit, like there's stuff I have to work on myself. Am I being the guy that's naive about certain stuff? Am I being the guy that's aware and being fearful? Am I being this? There's certain stuff that we gave plenty of examples, we gave plenty of scenarios, and to help yourself put yourself where you're at in the spectrum. I think we gave plenty, like I said, of examples of where to put yourself, because once you can find where you at, understand that and grow from there. You're only growing.
You're only growing.
I had to grow. You had to grow. I had to build confidence in myself. You had to build confidence in yourself.
Always learning.
And honestly, what's gonna definitely help you build extra and fast confidence with yourself is dealing with a real woman in real time, in real life.
I gotta go out there and go smack. Fuck all the man. Let me tell you, bro. And this is a big one for whoever listens to the end. This is a big one. One thing me and my one homie would say, bro. This line by Biggie Smalls on one of his songs. Most people won't even find this song, but he says this joint, bro. It's a very simple line that I swear this is what changed our game going smack. It was.
I love it when you come in big.
It's like, yeah, you know what? That's my shit too. But this motherfucker said, the song comes like, fuck all that pretty shit. That right there, this nigga's fuck all that pretty shit. What that means is, bro, when you're going smack, you're not trying to be cute. You're not trying to be super smooth and suave. You going smack like a dude. Like, you gotta go raw. You gotta go smack at everything. Fuck trying to be pretty, but like, hey, excuse me. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Yeah, I think you look great. Like, you know, I just want to exchange contacts. I'm in a rush. What's your contact? She's like, oh shit, he just swept me up. He just moved. I'm not trying to be pretty and all say the perfect shit. I'm coming at it like, boom, what's up? You know, like, yeah, I'm coming at it like, boom. Like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, so another one. Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, you look really wonderful. What's your name? Boom. So, we ain't trying to be pretty with it. It's like, that's what kills the game. And motherfuckers need to be out there in the field, not overthinking, more so experiencing.
Right.
You know, not talking to one or two joints and thinking all deep about it.
Right.
Talking to 10 and not even thinking about it. Only thinking about the one you actually caught that's texting you. And doing that every day.
And even learning from that girl too.
Yeah, it's like, it's about taking actions more so than reflection. Of course you're going to have your balance, but in this game, it's about speed and volume. It's a numbers game. And so that's another reason why we said the things we said about that dark side, because if you don't understand the dark side of women and you don't have that raw ability to not rock and keep pushing, you know, what's gonna happen is it's gonna kill your game. And the biggest thing that causes us to do that is the not moving forward, not having more options. I guarantee if you talk to 10, 20 girls, you'll be over the girl that might be the biggest conundrum. But at the same time, how you gonna talk to 10 girls? You gotta take action. You gotta be in that mode where you're just going. And that's the energy we're gonna start getting y'all on. That's the energy that we're getting y'all on. And we'll go more into it, like, man, just to show how easy it is in the field to pull. Like, really, we realized, man, we was gonna smack at any bad joint we saw, because like, fuck all that pretty shit. Like, it's a numbers game. If I talk to 10 bad girls, I'm gonna get at least 2.
Right, at least.
That's a 20% rate.
Right.
I'm gonna get at least, even with a 20% rate, guess what? I just got 2 bad joints this week.
Right.
2 more than everybody else. Because everybody else didn't talk to 10 girls. So
those girls don't talk to one girl
exactly
within a year.
Within a year, it's like, it's acting as fast.
And when I say that, I'm talking about like cold approaching. When I say cold approaching, I mean just going up to a stranger that you don't know.
Women tell that me all the time. They're always like, bro, dudes don't go smack.
They don't.
That's a lost art right now.
That is a lost art.
You know, and just by going smack, you separate yourself from 90% of those people.
100%.
So, you know, fuck all that pretty shit. And one thing I wanted to say, because my last word is, what do you call it? Be ice cold and strong as gold, man. That's what I realized in this game. Ice cold, strong as gold, man. You gotta be moving and fucking, you know, standing on your shit. And I like saying strong as gold. You know, you gotta shine bright, but be strong, solid, and be ice cold, man. You gotta be moving. Like, it's nothing personal. You don't know these girls from a can of paint. You don't owe these girls nothing, man. These girls owe you if you got value.
Right.
You know, and you know, that's something I would tell to somebody that's working on themselves. You know, yeah.
The last thing I would say is like, don't be scared to see new perspectives. Don't be scared to understand things you don't understand. Don't be scared to understand a woman. Don't be scared to be scared of her innate nature, because if you are, then that means you're just really scared of yourself. You're really scared of what you don't want to see. And honestly, the more you become less fearful of, I'm gonna call it the dark side, and you just go, okay, what's there? that means that I can prep myself not to be fearful here. And when you come from that frame, and when you come from the frame of like, all right, I know a woman's my opposite. I know that I'm a man and I'm already attractive because I am her opposite. Most girls, like, they want to have sex with their opposite.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like, you're the opposite. Okay, maybe you do need to work on yourself. Maybe you need to work on how you look, how you present yourself, how you talk and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you also have to learn about her and what she likes and what she doesn't like. And, you know, it gets deeper. And then when you go into a specific woman, it starts to get deeper. You know, it's different stuff. So it takes courage, it takes, you know, energy. And, you know, we have the bad end of the stick when it comes to sex. Because it's like we have I always hear it, the burden of performance. You have to be a performer when it comes to sex. Like, you have to be that guy that portrays his masculinity as sexy or somewhat attractive, if you want a better word. And at the end of the day, so does she too, but like, it's easier for her because more men want to do things with her than more girls want to do things with you if you don't go out.
Yeah, if you're not experienced.
Yeah, if you're not really out there putting yourself out there. Girls don't need to put themselves out there. They're already in the game. But in order for you to be in the game, you gotta put yourself out there. You gotta try. You gotta get rejected. And that's another thing about it. Don't be fearful of rejection. And when you come to those understandings, you really will shift a whole dynamic in your game.
Facts.
So, any last words?
Man, I think that's huge. You know, that's the key. Once again, I tell y'all, you know, whatever girls you're talking to, talk to more. You always got to be talking to more. We'll go deeper in time. You know, like,
right.
We had relationships. You know, we have relationships where we have it a bit different than most people in the sense of, you know, we always still keep our options available, and our girls understand that because they understand that that's a part of masculine. As a man, like, you know, standing in a frame that keeps you highly attractive and keeps you in a frame that's naturally going to have you in a strong position to maintain the attraction needed for things to last. But it goes from that even to the smallest levels of just talk to more women, just because you got options, man. You got to do that.
Even just having friends with girls.
Yeah, you just be friends. It's not even about trying to fuck them. And that's the key thing. It isn't like talking to other girls and just fucking them.
It's really understanding them.
It's really
levels to it.
It's really about friends and just building the comfort of having women that you can understand, communicate.
Hear
with.
their stories.
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
what they
yeah.
attracted to. Hear why they have sex with this guy.
Yeah, they'll tell you that
They'll
shit.
literally tell you.
Yeah,
They'll be
you're
like,
like-
yeah, I like this guy because he did this, or
Yeah.
he has this, or, you know, this is what he said, or
Yeah.
this is how he carried himself.
Yeah.
And then you just go, oop, I'm going
Yeah,
to take that. I can see myself doing that. I'm going to do that.
Facts.
I don't have that, but I'm going to, you know.
Yeah, it's like
So-
bridge that gap. And that's what we're talking about.
These are the gems that this page and this duo is going to do. So.
Oh, man. So run this back, man. Comment, like, subscribe. And we're going to keep that pressure coming, man. It's another one, man. Goddamn.
Killing it.
Killing it, man.